Hi, hello everyone. It is me, Gabby, and it's time for more Umineko. Last time, quizzes. We're in quizzes. We are still in the land of Battler trying to teach Aunt that she can believe that her family was nicer than what the media made it out to be, and maybe people actually loved her. And as part of that, it's a quiz time. Uh, she's like, I want everyone to tell me quizzes, baby Ange. And so everyone's telling us quizzes, and they're quizzes we actually have to answer. And I've gotten some of them right and some of them wrong. Apparently, you get an achievement if you get them all right. So I have missed out on that achievement. Also, apparently, you get extra like dialogue, and I think kind of important dialogue that is like kind of lots of sort of plot resolution dialogue between all of the characters if you get them all right. So yeah, I want to get them right, but I don't want to cheat. So we'll see. I guess basically what I've learned is that a lot of these are just trick. These are trick ones. There aren't necessarily like complicated maths questions or anything. Um, that being said, also I should be using the hints more often as well because like I think when they say it's like, oh, you give it a hint, and if you get it, but only because you get the hint, it makes you kind of feel like you're stupid or whatever, because you're like, oh, I couldn't get it on my own. But I think the important part about hints, especially about logic puzzles like this, is oftentimes you have absolutely no idea where to start because the answer could be anything. It could be it could be something about the wording. It could be something using logic. It could be some kind of like pun. It could be like there's so many different ways you could solve a riddle. So in a way, hints are actually quite useful in telling you what direction to go for, right? Anyway, I'm just trying to make myself feel better, and I'm definitely not stupid. I'm only a little bit stupid. Um, this would be really fun. This is probably really fun to watch people stream and watch people play because it's like a. It was actually not. Now I'm thinking about it, it also might be quite frustrating if people don't actually get it, and they're like, "No, the answer's right there. Why don't you understand the answer to the puzzle?" And I'm just like, well, some people have different brains to use, so sometimes you just gotta deal with that. Anyway, we now have Shannon and Canon in the next puzzles. And yeah, I definitely want to get these right because considering Shannon and Canon are also Beatrice, I'm sure their plot stuff is their dialogue's gonna be very important. Do you need something? Hey, Vasama and Anj-sama? Don't be stupid, Nason. They're asking us for puzzles. Now that I have Ava-sama's permission, allow me to present an intensely difficult puzzle. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness. A scholarly king once decided to give out prizes to the learned people of his land. The one who won copper prize got 29, silver prize 47, gold prize got 79. How many gold coins were given to the one who won the platinum prize? Okay, I assume this has probably got something to do with plays on words, maybe. Because it's definitely not like a maths thing. At least I don't think so. Copper, silver, gold. I might need a hint though, just so I know which direction we're going. So where shall we be able to get this one? Copper is 29, silver is 47, gold is 79. That's the hint. Oh, I think I know. I think I. Oh, I know what. Yeah, I think I know what this is. Yeah, platinum price is probably worth less than gold. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this puzzle's impossible for Anja. Okay, you know what? That's a. Yeah. Hang on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Anyway, okay, that makes it a lot easier. Now I actually, like I said, now I understand what they mean. If this puzzle's impossible for Ange to know, then yeah. Yeah, you need to have gone to middle school at the very least. Yep. Alright, so you know what we have to do? Listen, fun facts about me, I am a chemistry major, so periodic table. I don't know them off by heart, but let's get a good picture. Where's a big one? I need a big one. Here we go. Okay. Alright, I've got the picture of the periodic table in front of me. So, copper is 29, 29, 29. It is copper is 29. Yep, okay. So it's the atomic numbers of them. So platinum is PT, I think is platinum, right? 78, I think. Yeah. And they're saying it's worth less than gold, so yeah, that makes sense. Back to Umineko. Back to stream. 78, so that's C. Correct, yay, yeah. What's amount, Ava? Why? Why is it 78 coins? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, today is, we're doing puzzles. Because. Yeah, the atomic number, yep. Wow. Still, that's a pretty nasty riddle to choose. You should have at least given one that Ange could understand. You did give me permission to show her the hardest one I've got. That's right. You said it yourself. That's why we got a puzzle that was too hard for me. Is it my fault? Sorry, Hans-chan. Oh, we've got a medal, so please forgive me. Yay. You got one medal. It'd be funny at the end, like you can trade in the medal for prizes or something. That'd be funny. Alright. Interesting. W equals white chocolate, P pepper jack, cheese, A anchovy pizza, O lemonade, and question mark is black coffee. Interesting. Because you'd think it would be the first letters of it, but obviously it's probably not. Because otherwise the lemonade would be... Oh, wait. No, I was like, is it got to do with something with the shape? Because, like, the glass of, like, the lemonade, there's, like, an O or something. And then there's, like, an anchovy pizza. I'm actually not sure. What's the hint for this one? No, it's not the first. Nah. You don't need to know how to spell any hard words. Okay, watermelon is W. Picante potatoes is P. Albacore tuna is an A. Orange lime sherbet would probably be O. What? Cookie instant cake are W, right? Oh, no. P is picante potatoes and pepper jack cheese. I'm sure your parents don't let you drink coffee, but do you know how it's supposed to taste? Oh. Okay, so it's the, like, umami and whatever. White chocolate is sweet. And no, lemonade is also sweet though. Black coffee. Sweet and salty or something. Spicy? sour, maybe? And then sweet, spicy, salty, sour, and if it would, if it's the oh, okay, if it's based on the second letter of like the what's the word, the type of no, wait, yeah, wait, let me do it again. Watermelon is W, so because it's sweet, and then picante potatoes is. I've never had picante potatoes, so but is that spicy? I don't know. Picante potato. It is spicy. Okay, okay. So it's definitely good. So it has got to do with the flavor, but I don't know what letter you use. Orange lime sherbet is it sherbet? I guess is sour then. And then yeah, cookies and cake are sweet. Yeah. Okay, so it's clearly got to do with the kind of flavor it is, and then coffee would be bitter. Black coffee would be bitter, but then is it because they're using the second letters of it? Sweet, spicy, salty, sour, and then bitter. I mean, I'll just have to go with I then and not B because it's the second letter, not the first one. So I'm gonna go with D. Come on, let's pray. Yeah, sweet, spicy. Second letter, yeah, okay. Yay, great, I get the important text. Yay. Alright, what's the important text? So, we've reached the end of this long game. I feel relieved. Finally, we won't have to be toys for anyone else. I'd like to be quietly forgotten, to get covered with dust and vanish. You're wrong. We aren't going to vanish like that. In the world locked inside our the cat hat box, our future will continue, unknown to anyone. Right. Sorry. That's all that even we can't know about, so I forgot. Just what kind of future will we make for ourselves in the cat box world? I don't know. That's why it's called a cat box. Good point. Don't you have any regrets, Nathan? About George-sama, for instance? Receiving that ring is all you can do for George-sama. As for marriage, living together and all the rest, our future inside the cat box is what will make all that come true, isn't it? I'm not the only one. Same for you, right? What about a future for you and Milady Jessica? I could break off my engagement with George-sama, then leave the island and disappear. That future is also possible for me. In that world, you wouldn't have to hesitate for my sake. You could enjoy your youth to the fullest with Milady. Right. So, yeah, basically they're saying this whole kind of thing that it's like a, if because they are essentially like the same person, so they can only have a future with one of them. So if one of them wins, the other one can't, I guess. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, that's why Beatrice and Battler were in the game as well, because that's the whole thing. Beatrice, Shannon, and Canon are all the same person, technically. It's essentially basically a person with schizophrenia, pretty much. Maybe not actually schizophrenia, but kind of. hallucinating schizophrenia. So, since the cat box, the world where I spend my life with George Summer and the world where you spend your life with Milady can both exist at the same time. It's a world where any contradicting dreams can exist at once. That's the world we'll be put away in as pieces. So there's no need to be lonely, no need to be sad, even though the me here right now can only observe the part where I accept George Summer's ring. The other me who lives in the cat box, in a world I cannot witness, will surely build a happy life in the future. Right, I guess because they're not actually in the cat... they're not in the cat box at the moment? Because Battler's the... I don't know. Yeah, only one of the multiple personalities can consummate their love. Yeah, because I saw as well, you know, stuff on the spoilers, which I was looking at up, that essentially, you know, basically means that Yasu is essentially a bisexual icon. Non-binary and bisexual. Being like I could love Battler, I could love George, or I could love Jessica. In fact, I love all three of them, and I might want to marry all three of them. It's no cage sealing us in. On the contrary, being inside the cat box means being free from everything in countless worlds. A world where we're freed from everything, and yet where all our wishes come true. Sounds like the Golden Land, huh? However, the me in that world won't be the me here and now. That's a bit depressing. Hey, Kanon-kun. Yes? Let's do it. Do what? Let's have a duel. Are you sure? We both wish we'd settled this much sooner, and yet we've put it off until the very last moment, just before the game is going to end. Sure, the game is nearly over anyway. Now, at the very end, it's time for us to settle things by ourselves. I am almost surprised I didn't consider this idea. I guess because it's just so random, such a strange way to... I guess just in general, it's such a strange concept. I didn't really consider every time this thing is like, oh, only episode 6, I think it was. You know, they were very, very, very blatant about it. I didn't even realize it. It was just like basically yes, this is all just essentially a game happening in Yasu's head. She loves 3 people, but she can only be together with one of them because, you know, polyamory is kind of weird, and you gotta make sure everyone's okay with that. And, you know, plus I think for her, it's not the idea that her, you know, she wants to love one person. It's not that she wants to love 3 people. Anyway. Now at the very end, it's time for us to settle things by ourselves. That way we'll be able to see our future once we've put away the cat box. That way we'll be able to see our future before we're put away in the cat box. Also, it's the 80s, so not super progressive then. That's true. Also, it reminds me of what you call it? The House of Fata Morgana. That one has like a character who is essentially intersex. Like literally intersex because they've got like they're born with like female sex organs, but then like they kind of develop puberty like a male, and so it's in like the 13th century. So so people don't understand the idea of intersex. They think that this person is like possessed by a witch, because they don't understand that something like that could exist. You know, now we have science, and it's like that's, you know, it's rare, but it's plausible. That way we'll be able to see our future before we're put away in the cat box. Also, I gotta say, the Shannon George stuff becomes way sadder when you know that Shannon is trans, because George is constantly going on about how he wants to have a gazillion kids. Yeah, I saw that as well. It's like yeah. I mean, it's like, you would need a whole queer essay to even fully understand Yasu's gender at this point. Sure, let's do it. How will we decide it? A coin or with pistols again? In that case, why don't we have our own quiz tournament? Huh, you're really getting into this. Okay then, first question. Yeah, that's the thing. When I was playing this game, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna skim through a lot of this love subplot stuff because I don't really think it feels like it's a bit over the top. And in a way, that is also true, but also in a way, it is essentially the motive, the motive for the entire plot. And you don't realize that because, well, you know, nothing about it's not very obvious that this is the motive. But then when you realize it is the motive, it's like, okay, that's why they spend so much time on it. You can't forget the heart after all. See, this is how you know I'm in deep in Umineko brain rot hell, where I'm just like, hey, look at these key quotes that they keep bringing up. I'm going to mention it to talk about and reiterate my point. I'm gonna give Ange a really hard one. Trick her with my extra hard puzzle to make sure she never gets my medal. I'll solve it. I'll definitely solve it. Like, I remember at the beginning when, in episode 4, where essentially I'm just kind of like, I think this whole situation might have just happened because, like, it didn't say sorry to Maria. And so that kind of made me think, it gave me this theory that Maria was involved somehow. But it turns out, no. I mean, she's kind of involved in that she helped Yasu with a lot of her magic delusions, but, in the end, she was actually pretty innocent in the whole thing. Really? You sure it's okay for me to go first? Yeah. Then let's begin. Ready? Oh, good God. Oh, no. I just skimmed. I just sort of skimmed through a bit of it. And I was like, no, Rosa, you can't say this. Rokandima is about to explode. There's only 1 hour left until the explosion. Rosa can make it to the stack of ingots in the underground VIP room in 3 minutes. However, the ingots are heavy, so you can only carry 1 out at a time. Furthermore, it takes her 5 minutes to carry up to the surface. She starts at the surface, but goes back and forth between the surface and the underground VIP room. How many ingots can Rosa carry out of the underground? That's so mean. That's so mean. What the fuck? Alright. Well, so this is a maths problem? You know what? I'm gonna go to the hint and see if this is a maths problem or if this is a trick question again. Yeah, you don't. Okay. Okay, this one is just a maths problem. Got it. Alright, 1 hour. So we've got 60 minutes. Then she makes it to the. So it takes 3 minutes. And then 8 minutes. She starts at the surface. Okay. She starts at the surface, goes back and forth. Okay, so we have 60. And then, so she starts at the surface. She makes it to the stack of ingots from the surface in 3 minutes. So it's 3, and then it takes you 5 minutes. So, okay, yeah, it's 8 minutes. So then 60, so it'd be 60, 52, and then another 8 minutes is 44. Then it is 36. And then 28, and then 20, and then 12, and then 4, 7. I mean, I could have just said, yeah. Yeah, because 7 times 8 is 56. Alright, well, we'll see. Wait, it's... Oh, never mind. Okay, it was a trick. Damn it. Oh, how many she can carry out? What? Okay, well, I'll have to... Got it. I got fooled again. Thanks, guys. Hey Gabby, I see you're in the math portion of Witch Hunts. Apparently it's not math. It was another word puzzle again, and I thought it was math again. I'm an idiot. I guess that's the other problem. You just never know if it's a literal thing or if it's a stupid word puzzle again. Oh, it is the wolves and sheep puzzle. No. Not. Yeah, I know what it is. Yep. Yep. Don't worry. Don't worry. You told us this. Yep. Oh good God, what the fuck is that? Wall of text. Oh no, no. You must use a two-passenger boat to carry each person to the opposite side. On each bank there's a peasant, his wife, sheep, a cow, some meats and vegetables. All these count as one passenger on the boat. Boat can only be rowed by the peasant, his wife. Oh my. Is this going to be one of those ones where I'm just like, this is just too complicated, and this is going to be a trick question? Ava, help me. I don't want to deal with this shit. Wait a second. Who ever heard of a puzzle with such complicated rules? Did you only know about the wolves and sheep? Got lots of complicated puzzles you've got to deal with. Oh god. You have to organize your thoughts carefully. Only the 3 humans can row the boat. Then you have to memorize all the things to look out for. When the person is away, you can't leave his wife with the chef. Oh my goodness. No. 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 Okay, tell me about the meat. You can't put it on the boat again, so just take it off so you can bring it all at once. Veggies can only make one trip. Oh good god. Oh good god. Oh no. I don't have the patience for this. Impossible, you'll never solve it. If only you just give up. Or as Witch Ava would say, if only you just give up and die. He is a waste of time for the incompetent. Can this really be solved? Don't tell me there's actually some contradiction makes it unsolvable. Who knows? Like maybe it is one of those things where it's just. I mean, I've already gotten the other one wrong, so I don't get this bonus thing anyway. But like I'll be quite honest. I don't have the patience to figure all this out. At least not right now. At least not on stream. I want him here for the story. I'm just gonna hope that this is a what's the word? This is all a trick question and it's something else. Nope. All right. Maria, show some manners. Exactly, no pressure. I already got Rhodes' question wrong. What's the difficulty level for this one? Just around 20 pigger. God damn it! Lots of the puzzles in this book are much hard. Fucking Professor Layton reference. God damn it. Oh my goddamn Professor Layton fucking reference. I don't know what a picker thing is, but apparently even this puzzle doesn't count as a hard one for Maria or Nachan. Alright, well that's... I guess I feel better now for not getting all of them on one go, because I don't want to do a really complicated wolves and sheep puzzle. No. Man, I wonder what they've hidden behind the fucking difficult puzzle. Alright, Kyrie, here we go. There were three girls. Miyako, I'm the oldest. Satoko, Rika isn't the oldest. Rika, Miyako is a liar. Nipa. Oh god damn it, it's a fucking Higurashi reference again, isn't it? Only the oldest of the three girls is speaking the truth, so who is the oldest? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, um, reminds me of those things in those puzzles and blueprints. I haven't played blueprints, but I've watched some people play through it, and they always have those. Only one of these things is telling the truth, right? All right, Miyako says. So let's figure this. Let's go one by one. If Miyako says that I'm the oldest, then that would mean that Satoko is telling the truth, and then Miyako is lying. But Rika, and whereas Rika says Miyako is lying, but then she would be. No, it would be they're both lying. Okay, so if Miyako is telling the truth, then that would mean that when Satoko says that Rika isn't the oldest, she is lying and that Rika is the oldest. So that would be a logic error. A logic error, guys. My brain is rotted with Umineko. Now, if Satoko is telling the truth, that means that either Miyako or Rika are the oldest. No, yeah. Wait, no, Rika isn't the oldest. Then that means either Miyako or Satoko are the oldest. And it would mean that Miyako is lying when she says I'm the oldest. So it would mean, whereas it would mean that Rika is the oldest. Okay, and then if Rika is telling the truth, then that means that that would mean that Miyako is a liar, which means that she's not the oldest. But then Rika was a liar, which means Rika is the oldest. Wait, I think in both of these. Oh god, fuck you, game. I think I know. I think in two scenarios of this. That that Rika is the oldest, and that is true because in Higurashi, Rika is technically the oldest because she's the one who's lived through all of the timelines and has all the multiple versions of all the timelines in Higurashi. So of course she's the oldest. That's the whole joke, right? That like she looks like a little kid, but like she's actually lived a very, very long time. Fuck you! Why would you be this cruel? Anyway, let's just double check with the hint. Only one is speaking the truth, both the others are lying. You find an answer where two of them are telling the truth, it's wrong. Rika is the key. Rika says that Miyako is a liar. So if Miyako is speaking the truth, then Rika is a liar. And if Miyako is lying, then Rika is speaking the truth. In other words, since that pair contradicts each other, we know one of them is lying, one is telling the truth. Neither of them are Satoko, so she's already confirmed as a liar. Okay. And Satoko. Yeah. Oh, and then saying that so okay, whereas saying if they mean Satoko, so if between Miyako and Rika, one of them has to be the liar, one of them has to be the truth. Which means that Satoko has to be a liar, and Satoko is saying Rika isn't the oldest, so Rika is the oldest. Okay. Fuck you! Why would you be so cruel like this? Rika! That's right. Nice job. How to imagine such a smart girl being delayed that dolt of a father. Yeah, if Miyako is the oldest, what Satsuko says is true. Only all these person's supposed to tell the truth. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Good god. Okay. This time, Miyako, Satsuko, and Rika are all wearing masks. None of them know who is who. We'll have them write on paper so no one can recognize the voices of the others. Girl on the right, the girl in the middle is Miyako. Girl in the middle, the girl on the left is Miyako. Girl on the left, the girl on the right is Satsuko. Of the what? Of the three, Miyako is speaking the truth. However, Satoko and Rika aren't necessarily lying. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, as in like somebody's on the right, but it's not necessarily like immediately on the right. It's like the direction of the right. Okay, Miyako is speaking the truth, which means Miyako. Good God. Okay, we can figure this out. So, the girl on the left. The girl on the left is Miyako, and okay, so they're saying Miyako is speaking the truth. And the girl in the no, but in the middle. Oh, good God! Oh my goodness! Girl on the right, the girl in the middle. However, Satoko and Rika are not necessarily lying. So somebody says the girl in the middle, and somebody says the girl on the right says the girl in the middle is Miyako. The girl in the middle says the girl on the left is Miyako, which is they're all both true, right? Because, and they're saying that Miyako is speaking the truth. So, Miyako, if Miyako was actually in the middle, then the girl in the middle would be saying that, unless they're in a circle, that's the problem. If they're in a circle, then this is no, then that would be so messed up. I guess you can't do that because if they're in a circle, we can't say where the beginning and end is, and then it could be fucking anything. So, okay, so what I was trying to think is if Miyako was if the girl on the right is no, if Miyako. It does seem like Miyako is on the left, right? She's either in the middle or the, because if Miyako was in the middle, no, but the girl in the middle. Oh my head's hurting. I need help. You can't trust the two who aren't Miyako, so you first need to figure out who Miyako is. Miyako doesn't lie. Start off by figuring out who Miyako is, then read through the puzzle again. Okay. Okay, so basically, girl in the middle is Miyako, the girl on the left is Miyako. But yeah, so basically, if both Miyako, if the girl on the right and the girl on the middle, if either of them were Miyako, then they would be lying, which isn't true because so they couldn't be Miyako. So Miyako has to be the girl on the left, right? And the girl on the right, so then okay, so left, right, L, R. So the girl on the left has to be Miyako, and then the girl Miyako is saying the girl on the right is Satoko, and so that could be if Satoko is in the middle, then that means the middle is saying she's saying that the girl on the left is Miyako, which is true. And then Rika is saying the girl in the middle is Miyako, which is lying. Whereas but good God, my head. Okay, it's either A or C. That's the problem, and I don't know which one. Oh God. Okay. But yeah, I guess I'm saying if she's saying their immediate right, or no, I guess they're saying we have to know that it's. saying the girl on the right is Satoko. I assume left and right are from our perspective. I hope so. I really do hope so. Good God, if it's the other way around, I'm going to go crazy. Okay, but basically, we assume that Miyako has to be the girl on the left because the other ones, they say that another person who isn't them is Miyako. And so then that would mean that they're lying. And so that means that they can't be Miyako because Miyako is speaking the truth. So Miyako has to be the girl on the left. Miyako is telling the truth. And so Miyako is saying that the girl on the right is Satoko. And then we assume that means if that means she's in her immediate right, then that's S. And then it would be Rika would be on the left because that's the only thing left. Then Rika is saying that the girl in the middle is Miyako, which is lying. But not necessarily lying, but then she's saying I'm gonna go with A and let's hope and pray. No, fuck. Really? Wow, I am really dumb. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I know that. Well, no law for that one then. Great. Fun. This makes me feel like a fucking idiot. Oh, okay, great. Thank God. We only have 2 more puzzles left. Two of these is trapped, the other has a medal inside. Why, this is a test of luck. Uh-oh, the puzzle comes later. What's the probability of there being 1 in 3? Oh, this is... I know what this is. Oh, I know this thing. Oh God. I'm back, I swear. Oh, I know this. Yeah, I do actually know. I do actually know this because, it was like, in fact, I think it was actually like an old game theory or something. I think it's called the Monty Hall problem. Let me Google this, because I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Yeah, Monty Hall problem. Yeah. I've heard this one. Yeah. Yep. When the player first makes their choice, there's a 2 in 3 chance that the things behind one of the doors not chosen. This probably does not change after the host reveals it. When the host provides information about the 2 unchosen doors, the 2/3 of the chances of it being behind one of the unchosen doors rest on the unchosen as opposed to the 1 and 2. So, which means that yeah. And so basically it's saying it's a, yeah, I know the Monty Hall problem. I'm not. This one was also this one was also a zero-time dilemma. Okay, it probably was. You're right. You know what? You're probably right. Monty Hall problem was probably fucking. Yeah. So I've heard this one before. She opened the green box. Only the red box and blue box were left. You want to switch. Which is a higher probability of holding the middle, the red box or the blue box? They're both the same because it's one on it's 50-50, right? Oh no, that's right, the red box. Okay, no, so it's the blue box, right? So it's C. Even though you're only 6, you're trying to understand posterior probability, a concept in probability theory. Probability really is interesting. I'm sure you'll like it when you get to high school and college. Go and enjoy studying it all you can. I got 2 medals for that. Awesome. The power of playing a zero-time dilemma. Ange-chan, could you come over here for a second? What is it, Giorgio-chan? What? It looks like the quiz tournament is almost over. Yeah, it's only Battler Oni-chan and Beatrice left. Oh, they're Beatrice as well. Sleepy. Was our puzzle just now a hard one? Yeah, I still don't really get it. And I'm sleepy. It's called posterior probability. That's what we call it when the probability of something changes because we learn or fail to learn some new piece of information. So, if we have 1 almond and 10 slices of cake, our chances of getting it are 10%. But what if we learn that those 10 pieces were chosen at random from 100 pieces? You'd think that the probability went from 1 in 10 to 1 in 100, right? Absolutely nothing has changed around your slice of cake. Depending on whether you know or don't know a certain fact, the probability of your slice being the winner changes. Doesn't that sound strange? That sounds hard, so I don't want to think about it. Ange, please just listen until the end. There's only one thing I want to tell you, so please don't forget this. What? In the future, various bits of information will affect the slice of cake in your hands. By learning about those, the insides of your slice might change. Sometimes they'll change to the things you want, but most likely, almost all of the changes will be bad ones. The truth is always right there in your hands, Ange. Don't you think it's stupid to let it change around you just because you hear other people talking? Just because they think the truth should be one thing or another? That's cute. It's a nice way of tying it in. The truth inside of you has been in your hands since the beginning. The nature of that truth is actually something you decide for yourself. You change it yourself depending on what you hear and what you refuse to listen to. You probably don't get what we're saying, but you have to understand. Even if you can't understand when you're 6 years old, I'm sure you will once 12 years have passed. The truth that lies in your hands is not unchangeable. You'll be interfered with in many ways that'll make it change. So, if the truth in your hands is really important to you, you need to protect it yourself. Don't forget it. Next is Oni-chan and Beatrice's puzzles, and then I'm done. And let's leave my puzzle for later. It's too difficult to be solved by one as eyes as sleepy as that. No way, I've come this far and I also want Oni-chan's medal. I'm just so sleepy. Quiet, please, everyone. Anj fell asleep. Did Anj-chan have a good time? But of course, the feeling might not be so strong now, but one day she will surely remember tonight's party and understand how fun it was. You're right. It was fun for us too, getting to play with Anj-chan. So long, my granddaughter. I was so pleased to have this chance to play with you again after 12 years. It matters not if you forget everything about me. Remember me as an arrogant despot. But every now and again, just try and remember how much I adored you. She will remember. Anj-san, you have a long life ahead of you. Even after 12 years, there is still much for you to experience. I pray that you find this life meaningful and worthwhile. You are the final grandchild and daughter of the Ushirimiya family. All of us pray for your happiness. Anj-chan, stay well. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you make. And in fact, memories work the same way. True, there are some things we only truly understand when we think back on them years later. Make sure you remember my pretty face every now and then. Just having you remember us is the greatest memorial service we could ever have. Oh, come on. It's not like we're dying. We're just going to the inside of the cat box. The other side of the curtain. That's right. Not even a curtain. It's just like we are now. Anj-chan's there, sleeping away. The rest of us are right by her side, watching over her. We'll always be with her. Anj, live life strongly. Our blood flows through your veins. That'll definitely bring you strength. Hey, Vinay-san, take care of our daughter. She's not honest with herself, and she'll often be selfish and short-tempered. She might be a pain all the time, but I'll make sure she finds happiness, as long as she wants it herself. Anj-sama, it's okay if you forget my face, but please at least remember the taste of my cooking. Oh, if I would ask you to remember old Kumisawa, please at least remember the taste of mackerel juice. Why did you feed her that? Her face looks so cute sleeping there like that. She looks like an angel, just like her name. She's not an angel, she's a witch. Anj is the final witch, Anj Beatrice. I wonder if that magic will bring her happiness. Will she become a white witch or a black witch? That's for Anj to choose. I've shown her both sides. I'm sure a painful life lies ahead of you. You'll probably believe that you're all alone in this world. But we will always be there right behind you, cheering you on. Don't forget that. Anj, don't forget. Yourself, your happiness, your fate. These are all things you create for yourself. Only you can choose them. No one else can give you them, and no one else can hide them from you. Don't forget that. I'm sure your message reached her. I hope so. I'm certain the tale of the two of us will help Anj-sama understand. Yeah. Don't you have anything to tell her, George-sama? I've already said all I wanted with that box puzzle. Will that puzzle teach her something? I don't know, but I do know that she's wise. I'm sure she'll learn something from it. Anj-sama, I pray that you're guided along the right path as you move forward towards the future. Anj, were you able to remember everyone, at least a little bit? It's true that the Ushiromiyas are a strange family. They're super rich, and that's given rise to all sorts of rumors and stories. However, that's all speculation made by people outside the island. No one will blame you for forgetting these kinds of memories, young as you were. But even so, you must remember. It is not a sin to forget. But to not remember again is a sin. All of us. We're really happy to have you in this party. Right, everyone? Remind her that both today And into the future, it would always care for her and watch over her. It goes without saying that this is an illusion. None of this shit is real. You cannot come to Rokkenjima on October 4th, 1986. This whole party we shared was all a magical illusion created by the Game Master, Battler. But you've remembered, right? You've remembered the truth about how kind everyone was and how much of a blast we all had at the family conferences, right? Aunt Ava? Take care of her. Do you really think that I deserve to become her mother? I do. Even though your own sadness was so unbearable, you tried so hard to be a mother for Ange. But in the end, it's okay. Ange, listen carefully. We know that a tragic fate leads to a future where you two hurt each other. It's a sad thing for Ange, and just as sad for Aunt Ava. It would have been cruel to ask you to open your heart to her. Likewise, it would have been cruel to ask Aunt Ava to keep on overcoming her sadness after being rejected. Neither of you is at fault. Even so, we have no right to tell you to forgive her. So we won't. Just try and understand. Doesn't matter how long it takes, how far into the future it happens. Just try and understand Aunt Ava. And every once in a while, remember us. Try to understand Aunt Ava just like how I understood Beatrice. I concur, and every once in a while, remember this very cheerful, attractive paragon of a woman, and chant my name in praise 3 times every day. It's okay if you don't forgive your aunt, but it's true that I don't hate you. At least understand that. Genji-san, would you mind carrying Ange somewhere where she can lie down? As you wish. Shall I take her to the guest house? It would be a little too sad to leave her there all alone. You're right. Could you carry her to a sofa in the park? Yep. Shannon, Canon. In the end, how many medals did Ange gather? She got 12 medals. I see. Then place this by her pillow. Yes, as you wish. We'll all be with you. Always. From the whole Ushiramiya family. Aww. No, Sakataro. That's the end of the quiz. Thanks. Was she sleeping well? Yes, she's sleeping peacefully. Ange, sweet dreams. Well then, that's enough solemn farewells. Let us begin the magnificent festivities we have planned for the after party. Yes, the true party shall now begin, the tea party. You said it. Okay, the anti-magic toxin is totally gone. Everyone come on in. The party after the show is about to start. Yay! Oh, all right, guys. Time for the mass delusion. The mass delusion of the mass delusions. Let the witch of the future find happiness, and let us of the path be rewarded for our efforts. Yes, indeed. Let us enjoy ourselves as well. are you blinking to Butler when you say that? Stop, thief! Glad to see you, Seven Sisters of Purgatory. Enjoy yourselves. Oh yes, things will get much noisier the moment they enter the room. Also, there's like 7 of them. That's a lot of people to have to write dialogue for. Still isn't nearly noisy enough. Yes, of course, the Bunny Sisters. Just the Sisters Imperial Guards right here. But there, I agree with you. Fear not, for our game shall continue much longer than this. For eternity inside the cat box. Glad to have you here, cheers to sisters. Lord Battler, allow me to express our deep gratitude for your invitation. In the future, we will endeavor to show even more. Come on, don't be so stiff and formal. Tonight, we're all equal. That's right, yeah. Battler, get in here. Stop it, Foothead. We're getting carried away. We'll get in trouble. Hey there, Riche. Long time no see. Wow, how long has it been since we've had so many of us here? Well, since Darcy's trial, right? And you could hardly call that a party. We're talking about a party? Better not try and leave us out of it. Dang, just how many of them are there? If they keep coming like this, there'll be more of them than us humans. You can come out now, Sakatara. You're here. Yay, it's Lanor. Lord Battler, it was an honor to receive your invitation. Let it be known that it is an honor. Hey, glad you came. It's been a long time. How have you been? Very well, thank you. Fighting with you is always extremely fun. I have had enough of stamping documents. Commander Lanor, know that your to-do box has been piling up as we speak. Please make haste with the approval of our vacation papers. They are exceedingly important. It sounds like living in the Great Court is as boring as ever. Not feeling chatty right now, but hi, take my support, good luck, and all that shit. Thank you, Roselia. Lord Battler, I fear I must bring you some sad news. What is it? Oh, Erica! We did all we could. Aww, I see. Thanks for trying so hard. Depths of oblivion are like an empty, endless desert, or perhaps the bottom of the sea. No one besides Lady Burnt Castell herself could find her location. I did send them to those witches too. We'll have to hope they have the kindness to bring her along. Lady Burnt Castell is just like a cat. She'll show up whenever she feels like it, but when she is in the mood, she'll never come no matter how often you call her. Yeah, that kid's totally like a cat. She'll come to get her food, but she won't let you pet her head. Lambda Delta, so you came. Believe it or not, I'm a busy person, okay? Though I am Beto's guardian. Wasn't I your guardian too? Well, anyway, I came because it's my responsibility. I happen to be in the neighborhood, so I stopped by. Hey, you, Goda. I brought some presents. Could you put these wherever they were for me? Seem to recall her putting us through hell, but she still wanted to play us in this game. I thought it'd be good to have her over to celebrate the final night of the final game. You're right, without that kid, this game might not have reached its conclusion. Enemies and allies are the bare minimum you need for a game. True, without the foe there can be no game. At least I can enjoy defeat as just another part of the game. That kid can't. It's too bad, but she's been through a lot. So please don't blame her too harshly. Actually, thank her. A lot of crazy stuff happened, but thanks to her we were able to make it to where we are today. It's true. Also, we wouldn't have known the truth if it wasn't for Bernie finding Will and shoving him in a room. Thanks. I don't know where I'd seal her next, but if I'm lucky, I'll get my chance in a few 100 years. I'll let her know what she said. Oh, that's right. Yep. Yeah, there we go. I was like, okay, who's left? Okay, yeah, right then. If it isn't Willard. Hey, I see you're as short as ever. Now here are some unfamiliar guests. Who are they? Oh, don't pinch my ass. Shouldn't we be introducing ourselves first? I'm fairly certain that Battler-kun and the others in this world don't know about us. You have the mark of the one-winged eagle on your clothes. Are you an Ushiramir? My name is Ushiramir Leon. The thingy updated. Hang on. Oh, interesting. What is... Okay, this whole thing is updated. Wait, let me just check. Yeah, okay. All the magic people have shown up. Okay. Alright. Willard H. Wright, Ushirimiya Leon. While carrying out a job as an Inquisitor of Heresy at Burnt Request, Willard met Leon. In the final stages of the tale, he rejected the tragedy presented by the Witch of the Miracles. Yeah. In search of a happy ending, they have wandered through the sea of fragments, putting their lives on the line. They are now under Lady Lambda's Delta's protection. It's Lambda, nice of you to do that. They're trying to find a happy ending. Yep, in the meta narrative. Yep, they're the same. I think that is a. Yep, that's all the same. I think these are all the same. Here we go. Ooh, that's. Oh god. Mirrored Battler is cursed. Battler, the territory lord of the game board, and his wife Beatrice. After their wedding in the 6th game, they became a happy married couple. In the past, Battler emerged victorious at the end of his long-reigning game with Vito, and he reached the truth behind everything. Now in this final game, they invited Battler's sister's little Ange. Little sister Ange, just what sort of tale will he weave with Vito by his side? Lambda Delta, invited as a guest to the final game by the territory lord and his wife. At times in the past, she has interfered with the game board along with Ben Costell, but she now remains neutral, acting as an impartial observer. She is known for having very many famous friends from various fields, but the fact that Ben Costell is one of these is something that should be noted with awe. It's true. It's kind of a... You know what? My name is Ushirimiya Leon. In my world, we're cousins. I'll introduce Leon. This is the successor to the Ushirimiya family headship, born only in a world with extremely low probability. In that world, Jessica isn't an only child. She's Leon's little sister. Now there's a surprise. So there's a world like that. Wait, you couldn't be... Pleased to meet you, Beatrice. I know quite a lot about you. Seeing you smiling happily is the greatest joy I can imagine. I'm as glad as anyone else that you've made it to this point. I see. So it's you. I'm glad you're here. Willard's the name. I'm just a passing stranger who got caught up in a game you know nothing about. He is an Inquisitor of Heresy from the Great Court like myself. A truly skilled one, though he is now retired. I see. If you're Lanor's friend, you can't be anyone bad. Please make yourself at home. Just where did these two come from? Ben brought them in and made them pieces. When she was done with them and about to crush them, I picked them up. Oh well, Aurora says leaving them there would leave a bad aftertaste. Is that okay? If by chance Lady Burn Castell does drop by here. On this game board, they're my pieces, okay? And I can't wait to see the look on that kid's faces when she bumps into them in a place like this. I don't really get it, but you obviously brought them here for some shady reason. It's all for my gifts. I'll just hang around with the rest. I'm leaving the rest to you, the host. The start of tonight's party at the end of this long, long game. Ladies and gentlemen, your silence please. Our territory lord, Lord Battler, has a message he wishes to convey to you all. Enough of that, it's embarrassing. Come on, it's a wife responsibility. I'm not letting anyone else take it. You're a kid, so drink some sparkling cider instead. I want champagne. Glad you could all make it. This marks the end of my long game with Vito. I've invited everyone who's been a part of this game as a piece, a player, or a game master. I hope you'll enjoy this unending night to the fullest. Cheers! Cheers! Only I was apart from all that fun noise. Maybe that was what did it. Before I realized it, my cheeks were wet with tears. I was lying on the sofa covered by a blanket. I can just barely remember getting sleepy and falling asleep in a chair. Someone probably carried me here. Can't actually hear them, but I get the feeling that everyone's still in the hall having a good time. I want to go there too. No, I will go over there. It's what I've wanted all along, but I never took the first step. I'll go to where everyone is. My head still feels hazy, so there aren't any complicated thoughts in my mind. But that's okay. It's okay if my head's empty. Just more to fill. You can fill it up more with dreams. I'll be together with everyone. I'll go to where they are. It's all that matters. Let's go to where everyone is. It won't open. Why? It isn't even locked. Why am I locked up in a place like this all alone? Get me out of here! The cats! The cats are there! Oh no! Who are you? No, don't follow the cat. It's a trap, maybe. Well, I mean, it's a trap if it's Bernie who's associated with cats, but if it's Featherine, who knows? Open up! Open up! Thanks, kitty. I'd like to give you some milk to thank you. Won't you come with me? I'll go inside. What room is this, I wonder? Oh no. Oh god, what's gonna be in here? I don't even fucking know. Oh yeah, of course. I was gonna say this is such a classic horror kind of thing to do. Be like, oh no, okay, all right, time to open up the. Oh god, everyone's dead. Oh god, what's going on? You're having a great time, yeah. Everyone's having a great time. Yell and sing the praises of tonight's banquet. Ah ha 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 ha. They should never listen, do they? Leadership's important. You need to lead by example if you want anyone to follow you. Maybe some subordinates are like that, but I've never had any success with ordinary methods. Anyway, you're done it for if your subordinates don't take you seriously. It's important to scold people loudly, even for small mistakes every once in a while. Okay. You can't do that, it'll just make everyone scared. The leader has to be an example for everyone to follow. What is this, the fucking Banquet of Kings from Fate Zero? If you really want to be a leader, everybody listen to the Vegetable Lion's theory on leadership. This was after several rounds of drinks had gone by, and everyone was unnaturally focused on the conversation. Kyrie, why do you get stronger the more jealous you are? Don't make it sound so bad. If I want something, I won't let it slip away. I always put that theory into practice. There's nothing more to it. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Even more food is on the way. Running in a family party like this. Yet, well, I hate to admit it, every movement of his is flawless. Just what sort of hotel did he train at? Too bad Renova-sama just happens to be totally perfect. But I still love Koda more. This one's been cooked just right. And yet, many great mysteries are called masterpieces, despite being shut down by Van Dyne's 20 rules. It's not like I'm trying to shut down anything. Mystery novels exist for the sake of your own amusement. You have fun, it's all that matters. Know that even the great wizard hunting right has gone quite soft. Literature or forms of amusement, generally accepted rules change with the times. Must be the same with mystery novels, yes? Cute. It's getting very meta. Yes, that is a fitting attitude for a beginner. However, at that rate, you'll never become a key player in your organization. But know that the regulations are always to be enforced. That's something for newbies to do. Don't forget that regulations and rules are pretty much guidelines for new guys who don't know any better. You said it! You can't really call yourself an adult until you learn how to move outside the rule. You're still a kid if you let the rules hold you back. Can't stand letting other people do the work. I'm Mammon of Greed. I'll do all the jobs myself. That's some spirit you got there. How much are they paying you for being a sister of purgatory? I'm gonna join my husband's business instead. I'll recommend you personally. I see. So this is how it's done in the world of witches. Yeah, you've got it, yeah. Where we come from, you pour the tea onto the saucer, press your palms onto the table, and slap it up like a dog, yeah? Oh, what the hell are you teaching her? Who does that? And Nazi, what do you think you're doing getting tricked like that? And at your age? Get away from her, Satan. How can you be so rude to Nazi's son? Huh? Why are you crying, Satan? Am I too hard on you? Do you still portent, Aunt? Please stop giving my pure and trusting mother such crazy ideas. Don't worry, he won't leave a mark. I wonder if there's a prince out there for me. I want to have some hot, passionate love. If I fell in love, could I become a beautiful princess too? Of course! Love is a miracle, a power, a mineral. It grants you invincible strength, also the strength to murder. Is that the person who once claimed that love equals lust, I hear? Indeed. It seems she's getting her fill every night. Just shut up, you perverts. Yes, Bather and I may be having hot, steamy sex. Hot, steamy sex every night. Definitely. Because we're not real, it's fine. Yeah, I know how you feel. It's only when we're given orders that we find meaning in our lives. I get nervous when I don't have any orders. Someone ordered me to do something or I'll die. Can't have that attitude. Gotta find your own meaning in your own life. Cut your own path. Yeah, that's right. Your resolve has to be certain and absolute, okay? Back when I was human, I lived like a daredevil all the time. Really? Interesting. What a bizarre scene. Yeah, I guess so. Solano-sama, would you like some more to drink? Something non-alcoholic. After all, I am a kid. Ah, Shannon-chan will do. Do you have a second? Of course, Bather-sama. Do you need something? Sorry, but would you mind lending me the key to the parlor? Parlor? I can get you in with the master key, but why? Well, I was just wondering if Ange was asleep, so I went over there. Door was locked. Locked? After we carried Ange to the sofa, we shut the door, but we didn't lock it. Oh, don't tell me that Ange. She must have felt like she was being left out of the fun and locked the door from the inside and okay. Ange, I'm coming in. Ange? Ange-sama, are you there? Do you think Ajisama might have gone out the window? That'd make her one hell of a sleepwalker. I have a bad feeling about this. This shouldn't be happening. I'm the game master of this game board. So why are you in a situation that the game master can't understand? Okay, now it's my turn to think of a question. It's okay, you have a third of a cake, a quarter of a cake, and a fifth of a cake all on a plate. Oh my goodness. None. That's a riddle you were tricked with once, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, she's here. I'm here. I'm here to ruin the party. Here we go. Sorry I'm late. I was busy planning some festivities to liven up the party. Ooh, and I thought you two were rotting away in the fragments, see? They're my pieces now. Pretty cool, right? Huh. Where's Battler and Beto? I'm a guest, aren't I? Isn't there anyone to welcome me in? I'm here. We did invite you, but I didn't expect you to actually come. I see, this must truly be a miracle. Now that's an interesting way to put it. Why did everyone get so quiet? This is a party, right? Go ahead and be noisy just for the hell of it. Or is welcoming me with silence some part of some kind of joke? Now it's your turn. My turn for what? You asked where Battler was, so I told you I was here. Now it's your turn. What are you talking about? Something happened. I'm just gone. Even I, the game master, don't know where she went. That's insane! Isn't this your game? That doesn't make sense. If Ange disappearing isn't a scenario created by Battler, that means there must be another game master. Is that even possible? Oh yes, I was surprised myself. Just when I opened the game board to start a delightful game of my own, I found that Battler had started up this bizarre game at the same time. I never thought I'd be in a game with two game masters. Interesting. In other words, you're admitting you hid Ange away somewhere. It would seem so. After all, no one could introduce a scenario you didn't build, except another game master. So this is one of those festivities to liven up the party that you mentioned. You all look like you're having a blast with that quiz tournament, so I decided I want to join in. You chose to hold Ange hostage for that purpose. You got it. Father Beto, I want to challenge you to a game. You cannot refuse. Not if you treasure Ange's little sister, that is. Fuck you! Fuck you, Bernie! Is an asshole. What do you want? Flounder and I made a bet about the game between you and Beto. I must acknowledge that I've lost. At least that I've lost to Lambda. Fern tries to act all dry, but she's way more persistent than she looks. So you're saying you lost to me, but not to Battler and Beto? She wants to fight us. Is that it? She will be a fearsome opponent. We can't back out. I know that. We mustn't let Anne become Lady Berncastell's plaything. I never thought I'd see Bern fighting openly like this. Did you find that funny? Why would I? Thanks. I'm the final villain. Is there anything I can do? Please act as an observer for my game. Sure. If you promise that you'll release Ange if we take part in your game, that is. Of course. Without such a promise, we aren't obligated to go through this farce in any way. You may not owe me anything, but you'll never see Ange again. In that case, you can enjoy being branded as a loser for the next few centuries. If you don't provoke her, this isn't a fight we can back down from. Indeed. Of course, Lambda. I promise. When the game ends, I'll release Ange. Don't make a fool of me, okay? When I get shamed, I never let go of the one who did it until they regret it. I swear it. I swear on our friendship. Phew. Okay. By the name of Lambda Delta, Witch of Certainty, I accept the role of observer for your fight. Adler, Beto, you have no objections, right? I'm so glad we finally get to fight each other. I had a feeling I'd end up fighting you sooner or later. Since when? I'm not sure. Might have been before I even learnt your name. Damn it, when even the hint person is unreliable. She was also one of the players. Now at the very end, as the game board is being put away, just finally found the courage to step up onto the stage. I'd like to accept your brave challenge. In the name of that courageous girl who was once your piece. I forced Erica to fight a duel. I wanted to win. And even more strongly, I didn't want to lose. The fear of possibly tasting defeat tormented me. And thinking back on it, I envied you two back then. Erica was a great piece of yours, and my rival. I won't forgive you for abandoning her in the end and burying her in the depths of oblivion. Just what do you want me to do? Apologize to Erica? Save Erica from the depths of oblivion, and invite her to this party. Save Erica? I feel the same as Butler. She was a piece who stood in opposition to us, but she was only faithfully fulfilling her role. There can be no game without a rival. She remains our enemy, but she's also an important friend to us. Even though she made you suffer so much? We fought a fair fight. The outcome may have changed our fates, but now that we've dueled each other, we'll always be friends. You want to be their friend too, don't you, Bern? That's why you want a fair fight with them now, isn't it? Are you laughing at me? Fine. It's fine. I'll release Erica from the depths. I'm glad you decided to do this. I tossed her all the way into the deepest parts of oblivion. It might take her a while to get here. That is not. There's no danger of the food and drink running out. Go, kitty. Guide that kid here. Sure. Where will we have the game? As far as I care, we could have it here with all the noise or in the usual quiet spot. Lady Berncastell's already shown that she has the courage to stand before a great many people. There is no point making her suffer any longer. Let's go to the usual place. Sorry, partygoers, we'll be heading out for a bit, but please continue to enjoy yourself. Sipar, Furfur, liven this place up. When Erica gets here, let everyone give her a warm welcome. Yes, Lady Delta? Do you have a game prepared? Of course. I worked hard on this game and I'm pretty proud of it. So Bern will be the game master and Butler and Beta will be the players? I'm interested to see what sort of scenario Lady Berncastello develops. I'll explain things with the blue truth and you knock those down with the red truth. Are you okay with those rules? My game will be a simpler one. It's just a quiz of guessing the culprit. I don't feel like trading red and blue with you. Oh? What kind of game will that be? Would you mind letting me have a look at it first? See, it's a simple game, isn't it? This is a game about humans. What a surprise! The game Bern created to combat Vito's fantasy is a genuine mystery. It's extremely simple. You'll watch the tale Bern has prepared for you. There are several rules to it, but if you follow them as you read through, it'll lead you to a single truth. In other words, an answer. Cure answer, as you might say. Fucking hell, Maytante free cure. I'm ready. I'm ready for that. So it's an ordinary mystery novel? I see. In that case, there's no need for combat between red and blue truths. In Vito's games, the arguments been around whether the story was a mystery or not. However, Berncastell's game was a mystery. There was no need to argue over that from the start. I've even cut out the motives and tricks. There's only one question I'm asking you. Who done it? What a simple yet fitting game to conclude our fight. Yeah, no cheap tricks, just a stoically simple game. This game is made to be solvable. In other words, I guarantee that it's a suitable setting for your duel. Fern, I know I keep on saying this, but are you really sure? Lather and Vito's relationship started because they both loved mystery. I agree it's a pretty tricky scenario, but I'm not sure if it's enough to stop these two. If my best tale can't stop them, then what comes will come. The important thing is that Lady Burncaster put everything she had into this game. You're right. Will that be enough to stump us? That's all this simple game is about. Thanks, Lambda. When this duel is over, we'll be friends. Enough of that, please. The sentimentality is killing me. Will you be the reader, Burn? Or shall I do that? I don't need a reader. Huh? A reader Miko can use her own voice to embellish or distort the tale. Even if there was no cheap trickery in my game, having a reader, any amount of trickery could be added. That is true. As we know, it all depends on who's reading the story. They can just embellish. It's true. Yes, that is true. It's another of the Game Master's privileges. I want to have a straightforward duel with you, so I don't need a reader. You can read this tale with your own eyes and ears. Understood. You don't need a reader. If there is no reader, does that mean there will be absolutely no falsehoods contained in the narrated text? We're ready, Burncaster. Showdown over a genuine mystery without any cheap tricks. If you're gonna play fair and square, we'll challenge you head on too. Thank you. I don't plan on losing either. So useless. What were you expecting? A happy mystery chat between humans and wishes? Come on, dummy, beat a laugh. Let's see if your cheery mysteries are any match for the one I prepared. Let's see what you've got. We wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, we'll accept your challenge, Lady Burncaster, Witch of Miracles. Alright, time to start. I, Game Master Ushiromiya Battler, and Beatrice, the Endless Witch, will be your opponents. Don't start crying when we wipe the floor with you. Take this. Here's my mystery. Interesting. I thought that would be a chapter break, but it's not. Then again, I guess because we've suddenly we are going to meanwhile. That's why. Six people. All right. They all died in this room. Double Novel Corpse is 13. Alright. Alright, well that's that's probably enough for now. The first Twilight. Here we go. Yeah, at the very least I'm gonna take a break and, rest my throat and whatever. See you guys.